The face-off of Jake Paul and Anthony Joshua has been released. And I haven't watched their press conference, so I don't know if there's any proper tension there or nothing. You know what I mean? But guys, their fight is on the 19th of December, which is a Friday. I'm recording this on a Monday. So this week, Friday, is their fight. On Netflix, by the way, for free. Which is a massive thing, you know. Obviously, they're both making millions and millions. Like, I don't know. I think the winner gets like 100 million, bro. Something like that, innit? But guys, what a way to like watch it. You know what I mean? Live HD on Netflix. You ain't got to go on like no streaming sites. You get me? Trying to watch it like that. But to the next day after that. So imagine on the Friday is the Jake versus Joshua. On the Saturday is the Andrew Tate. Sorry, I'm just hearing what's going on in the background because I've ordered food. On the Saturday is Andrew Tate versus Chase Demore. So what a weekend, guys, yeah? And we're going to watch this face-off, right? We've already watched the face-off between Chase Demore and Andrew Tate. Today's one, 5 hours ago, got released, of Jake Paul and Joshua. So let's get right into this, guys. And I'm excited for this weekend, man. My predictions first. Let me give you my predictions. I think 100% Joshua got to win. The Andrew Tate fight and the Chase Demore fight. Now, I don't know, innit? It could go either way. But because of the experience, because of everything, he's got much more to lose. I think Andrew Tate. I want Andrew Tate to win, right? And I want Joshua to win. Now, if that doesn't happen, at the same time, I am kind of a neutral because I don't really care who wins like that. But who I want to win, yes, it will be Joshua versus Jake. And I want Andrew to beat Chase Demore, right? Because then things will get special and spicy. Because you get me, in the next fight that Andrew Tate fights, it's going to be even bigger name. You know what I mean? Bigger hype around it. It'll just be a fun time, man. But guys, let's get into this face-off.
Fight week for most valuable promotions. Jake vs. Joshua is here, baby. Judgment Day is Jake Friday. Paul versus Anthony Joshua, live globally, only on Netflix.
But Anthony Joshua is just having fun, bro. You know, all his life he's been boxing on a serious thing, pressure. Now I think there's no pressure, bro. You seen the way that Mike Tyson did it? Mike Tyson, as a 60-year-old man, he stepped in the ring and made 20 million just because Jake Paul wanted him to make money. Never know, this could go the same way, bro. Obviously, they still are going to make it entertaining and proper entertaining, you know what I'm trying to say? But, bro, I'm pretty sure Anthony Joshua, they have like some kind of game plan behind the scene. Make it entertaining, but you get me? It just... Joshua has to win, man. That's all I got to say. If it's not, people definitely going to say it's like kind of rigged, you know what I mean? Then the second fight, Joshua wins. Then it goes to a trilogy. They just make millions and millions, bro. Like, they don't even have to fight after that no more. You get what I'm trying to say? But, yeah, that's why the main reason Joshua took the fight is definitely because of the money. It's not because, it's the legacy of boxing. But can't lie, this is what boxing is now. You know what I mean? Influencers. Boxing was dying out. Remember that, bro. Influencers actually brought it back. And now even the main boxing fights, not just the influencer one, like the biggest ones, are because influencers brought it back up. You know what I mean? Obviously, they always hold their big names. Look at that Conor Benn and Chris Eubank. They made it so entertaining to the point where like people, you get me, are begging for that fight now. The trilogy, the first fight, then the second, now the trilogy, bro. It's all entertainment at the end of the day. You never know. That even that could have been set up. Obviously, people will disagree with me, but I'm just saying that example. Like, for them to not fight after this, more time they're just going to want to retire. They don't want to keep staying in this. You get me? They don't want to keep fighting, bro. They're getting old, you know what I mean? They got families to look after and whatnot. That trilogy, regardless of them losing or not, bro, they're making money, fam. And they've made 3 fights. They don't have to fight again. You know what I mean? But obviously, they still probably are. But if they really want to, they can retire after that. So, yeah, it's all about the game plan, like the future. You know what I mean? But anyway, let's get into this, guys. I'm not going to be pausing it as much. I just wanted to give my little 2 cents. You get me?
Day, December 19th. Anthony Joshua, he's the face of British boxing for over a decade, giving us some of the biggest and best knockouts the sports world has ever seen. He comes to Miami with everything to lose with expectations that he will end Jake Paul's boxing career. Believing him or not, we watch Jake Paul when he enters the ring, but this fight marks Paul's leap from spectacle to danger. From a smaller Tank Davis to a much bigger, lethal Anthony Joshua.
Obviously, if you don't know, Gervonta Davis was actually meant to fight him. Something came up. I don't know what exactly. Let me just... Gervonta Davis. Why did the fight fall through? Okay. Cancelled following new allegations against Tank. Right, so he's got an ongoing case. Obviously, he wouldn't want to take that money first off Jake. He was going to smoke Jake. Obviously, that thing happened. Now, you get me? You can't really... He wasn't ready for the fight. He wouldn't be able to train if he's on that case, you know what I'm trying to say? And your head's going to be all over the place. So, yeah, he was actually meant to fight Gervonta Davis first, which is actually a big step. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, a big... Like, way better than Joshua, in my opinion, bro. Obviously, they're different weight classes and stuff. But, yeah, in my opinion, you give me the skill-wise, Tank is better. But he went to another big guy, Joshua. Now, Joshua has lost fights. Like, Tank hasn't, but Joshua has. But he's lost to much bigger people and that, bro. Like Usyk and that, bro. You know what I mean? So, yeah. We'll see what happens. It's going to be a proper entertaining fight, bro. You get me? I don't know which way it could go. Jake Paul, if he wants to show his experience, his skill, is a good man to do it against. You know what I mean? And Anthony Joshua ain't gonna take like random punches. Like, he's gonna still get me a stand up fighting, bro. It's not like he's just gonna dive. Like, he's just gonna fall on the floor. Like, what's his name? Bro, one of the other guys that he fought that just slept, bro.
Professional heavyweight fight. Jake believes this is the fight that's gonna silence his critics. Jake Paul versus Anthony Joshua is the main event on Friday. FanDuel is your platform.
Bro, I don't know why he's not trying to fight. Like, I'm sure he tried to, but fight. Who's that boxer again, bro? Tyson Fury's brother, Tommy, bro. He should be fighting Tommy, bro. That would be such an entertaining fight. So many people will watch that. You know what I'm trying to say? Because he just slightly lost against him. If he beats him, he could get his record straight again. You get me? No one could chat nothing to him. Even this fight obviously can silence your credits, but you've already lost to someone. Like, beat that guy first.
Game parlays. Be a part of the big night with a 30% profit. Boost and crank up your payout on any of these fights that you're watching. Scan the QR code now to play your game. We're off Biscayne Bay right here in Miami. And for the first time since their announcement at the press conference, Jake Paul, Anthony Joshua, they're meeting on face-to-face. Presented by FanDuel. What's going on, gentlemen?
It's popping.
How you doing? You all right?
Yes, sir.
Good to see everybody. Now look, according to FanDuel, you're coming into this fight as the underdog.
Yeah, that's to be assumed, right? This is
it's
a Olympic
pretty much
gold
expected,
medalist over
right.
here, two-time heavyweight champion of the world. But I've been an underdog my whole life, man. I've had to fight for everything that I've gotten, earned my position all the time, and I've honestly had some of my best performances coming in as an underdog. And I don't really look at the betting lines and all, who's this favorite, who's that, because to me, none of that matters. I know what I'm capable of and the work that I've put in.
Anthony, I'm assuming you never had to make weight.
Never had to
make weight.
Never.
So I seen when they said that you came in, you're training hard. I actually seen you said that you're faster, you're stronger, and why didn't you do this way before? Do you feel better coming in at 245 than ever?
I do. I feel great.
Yeah.
I'm blessed. I feel happy that this task was put upon me because I wouldn't have pushed myself to get to a certain weight. I would have just been doing what I do usually.
Right.
And I feel...
You see how I say there's way more pressure on Andrew Tate fighting Jason Moore because he's got way more to lose, bro. In this fight is actually much different because they both got a lot to lose. Jake's credibility as a boxer will go down. And obviously he's fighting a very, very good boxer. But still, bro, if he can't prove himself against Joshua, he can't prove himself against Tommy Fury. Get me his credibility as a boxer saying, oh, you're going to go world class and da-da-da-da. You get me? But at the end of the day, even if you do lose, you can come back from that. You know what I mean? But just still 2 losses and what, like a couple of wins, ain't gonna really be good on your record. You know what I mean? So for Joshua, also, it will be a major thing because he's losing to an influencer. No matter how much money you make, it's still people on your record. You lost to Jake Paul, so they both got a lot to lose. Whereas in Andrew Tate's fight, literally no one really knows about Chase Dimore like that. Because of this fight, a lot of people will get to know him. You know what I'm trying to say? As the person who either wins against Andrew or loses against Andrew, or even draws, bro. You never know what can happen. But yeah, man. So that's the difference in that fight, innit?
Good. So I think it was a blessing in disguise.
You think you lined them up? Think that was very smart of y'all to get him down to 245?
Yeah, no, I don't agree with the decision or on his behalf. You know, like he's taking away his best thing against me, which is his power. And we've seen him when he's a little bit lighter, and there's just not as much thump on the punches. And I think that's probably the best thing he could have had is that extra oomph in those punches. But it's his game plan, whatever he wants. But to me, the weight doesn't matter. The weight's not going to make a difference. It's going to be the skills that win this fight. And I believe my skills are better than his, which is a crazy thing to say, but he's a very basic fighter, and he's gotten to where he's at because of the size and because of the power. So the skills are what's going to win this fight, and he's seen that with Usyk when he fought him. And so I believe it's going to be very similar to that.
And now I teamed up with Team Usyk to improve my skills as well. So we got
as you should. You definitely need.
So he's got Usyk's team, bro. The people who actually train Usyk. Usyk, the unbeaten champ, who's beat Tyson Fury. Who did he beat? Not Tyson Fury. Yeah, Tyson Fury. Yeah, he beat Tyson Fury. Yeah, the third fight. He beat Tyson Fury 3 times, bro. Was it 2 or 3? I'm pretty sure it was 3 times, right? He beat Tyson Fury. He's beat Joshua twice, I think. Maybe once, but I think it's twice. You know what I mean? Like, bro, he's literally got their coaches. So hopefully he has improved. And he used some of Usyk's skills. He get me to get around. He get me to throw a few hooks. Keep that jab always on point. You know what I mean?
Change coaches.
And we got skills as well.
You definitely needed to change coaches, so I'm glad.
Well, it sounds like he's happy that you're coming in 245. I also was going to bring that up, but we'll talk about it now. That you said you didn't believe he had a bunch of skills and that you would kick his ass and that this was a fight that you basically wanted. Not recently. You've been saying it for a minute. What about his skills tells you that you're a better skill fighter than him?
Yeah, he's
just fucking Olympic gold medalist, dog.
Yeah, no, 100%. Yeah, he's been doing it for a long time, and he's great. And if you get caught with that one punch, or obviously he has a lot of power punches. If you get caught, of course, he's gonna defeat you. But I don't believe he can land those punches. And he lands them on the bigger, slower guys who are sitting right in front of him. Everyone's like, did you see Francis Ngannou, what he did to Francis Ngannou? It's like the guy's feet stuck in mud. He's just sitting there, didn't do anything, and just got fucking nailed with a big-ass shot. So, yeah, if I get hit with that shot, I'm...
So if you don't know who Francis Ngannou is, he's actually a UFC fighter, UFC champ, heavyweight. I think it's heavyweight, but he's a big, big guy, right? He went to boxing because obviously more money was offered there. And he actually, first, he faced Tyson Fury. And them two actually had a close row where he actually dropped Tyson once or twice. You know what I mean? And it was close, but at the end, the judges gave it to Tyson. So Tyson didn't win by knockout, right? Anthony Joshua comes against him. Anthony Joshua puts him to sleep, bro. You know what I mean? Put Ngannou to sleep, showed him the skill, showed him how you're meant to box. You know what I mean? But, yeah, that's what obviously Jake is talking about when he was fighting with Ngannou. He's trying to say that, Ngannou wasn't moving, he was stiff. So, yeah.
Screwed, but I don't believe he's going to hit me with those shots.
You going to hit him with that shit?
100% and a lot more.
Because this is the thing, right? A lot of people, this is the thing. You're supposed to come into this fight, according to the boxing rule, and knock him out.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people are saying even if he goes the distance, that's not a win for you.
I understand where they're coming from.
Right. So do you think that you have to knock him out early to prove to people this is what I do and this is what he doesn't do?
To a degree, yeah.
Right.
If I'm going to answer short, straight to the point, 100% I agree with what the people are saying. I have to go in there, stomp all over him, inflict pain, and land that right hand that he says is my only weapon.
Events Ticket Center is MVP's official secondary.
In the world going toe-to-toe in a war, a heavyweight bout. I don't think it's going all 8 rounds. Someone's going to get put to sleep. And so fans got to see that live.
AJ?
Yes, sir.
Same question. What are the people in person going to see?
Come on, man. Joshua has to put him to sleep, bro. If it's the other way around, man, Joshua has to give up his fucking everything, bro. His belts. You get me? He has to give up his gloves, bro. I get it, bro. You are champion at one point, you know what I'm trying to say? You've done a lot of stuff in your career, but if a YouTuber like Jake Paul, who's barely done boxing, like you've done it all your life, he just started, bro. Like, not started, he's been like 6 years into the game, maybe. Like, maybe 4, 5 years properly. So, yeah, bro, you can't be losing to someone like that, man. When you've been boxing since you were, what, 20 years? So, I don't know, but, bro, how old is Joshua, bro? Like 30-something? But he's definitely been boxing like at least 20 years minimum.
That maybe people on Netflix won't see? What's the experience going to be like?
I think, well, I know, not even think, I know the energy in that building when you've got 15,000 people calling out for entertainment, calling out for power punches. I know I'm going to deliver. I know Jake's going to deliver. Also, the ring walk's going to be epic. The ring walk's going to be legendary. They're going to be fire, smoke. I've even seen some of his ring walks, epic ring walks. So the people in the venue are going to be in for a good treat, and they're going to go home and say, what an event that was.
Right.
Well, that's what it's all about, man.
That's
what it's all about.
A
Entertainment.
lot of people say you shouldn't have took this fight. What do you have to say to the people that say you shouldn't have took the fight?
I just say, my life, my choices, and I live with them. So I hear what they're saying, but I make decisions for myself, you know?
Right, well, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Since you think you could beat him easily, is this just a...
I didn't say easily.
Oh, okay, so now you give him the respect he deserves.
I respect myself. I know the game.
Is this just a money grab for you?
It's everything.
Okay.
Ever since I come into the game, I clock the hustle. That's how I manage as a, like, I'm not a YouTuber, a social media expert. I'm a fighter first and foremost, but I understood how to navigate my way through this industry. And from day one, I know how to make money. Before I come into boxing, I knew how to make money. So it's always been a money grab, 100%. And I think now, this generation are really showing you have to have your P's and Q's in order, get your money, and also work hard and leave the game with your brains and your money intact. I think that's important. So it's a money grab, it's legacy, it's a fight, it's war. That's what we're going to war for, is to get the goods.
He's right, man. I'm gonna use like Amir Khan for example. You know what I mean? He got the money fights, but if he won them fights, he could have carried on. But it just showed like he took them fights, knowing even if I lose, man, got something to fall back on. Even if you get me, no one really, I don't fight anymore. As long as I got the money, like Amir Khan, I'm not comparing him to Anthony Joshua. I'm just saying, look, even right now he's living in Dubai. He's living good, bro. He ain't fought for how long? You know what I mean? Obviously, he's still doing work here and there, but the boxing is what probably made him the most money. Maybe investments now are making him a lot of money, but I'm talking about what he actually, like how he first got his money is all because of boxing. You know what I'm trying to say? Even though he lost, he has something to fall back on. After that, he's building investments somewhere else. Obviously, still, you get me? He probably got properties in Dubai, properties in England. You know what I mean? And obviously, I'm pretty sure Anthony Joshua got way more money than him. So just imagine that, bro. Especially after this Netflix show. He's living good, man. So what he's trying to say is my choices, bro. At the end of the day, he's not harming no one. You know what I'm trying to say? But he's not harming the boxing sport. If anyone's harming it, it's Jake then. You know what I'm saying? He's just offering him. If you don't fight him, someone else is going to fight him regardless for the money. So he just took his money grab, like he said. He's been raised. You get me? Knows between right or wrong. He knows he should grab money, bro. When he's younger, bro. You get me? He's probably had a tough life. I know about Anthony Joshua's backstory. He was a mad kid, you know what I'm saying? That's why he turned to boxing, and boxing saved him at the end of the day. So who's he who is he if he says no, bro? Like, yo, and who are you to tell him, yo, you can't be taking that money? That's his choice, bro, and you shouldn't judge him for it. You get me?
What do you think about when you hear people say shit like that? And they be like, yo, I'm not a YouTuber.
No, neither the fuck am I. At the end of the day.
But hold on, Jake, real quick. A lot of people try to label you as that. You know what I'm saying?
Because they have low IQ. Like, humans try to put people into boxes, and since I don't fit into any box, they try to keep me in one area or another. I'm all things. I'm an entrepreneur first. I'm a venture capitalist. I'm an influencer. I make Instagram posts. I'm a boxer. I'm a CEO, founder of Most Valuable Promotions.
Right.
I'm all of these things. I'm a man of Jesus. Like, the list goes on. But they just want to say, oh, YouTuber.
Right. Because I heard it when you was going to fight Tank, people in the crowd, like, Tank's like, oh, he's a YouTuber. And I hear other fighters, and him just say, I'm not a YouTuber first. I know he was trying to be politically correct, but it took it like a kind of an insult, like, I'm not no YouTuber. And
oh, no, I don't take it as an insult because
asking.
YouTubers make more money than boxers.
Okay.
So the fuck? I don't take it as an insult. I just think people are daft, as the Brits would say. So it is what it is. But like YouTubers run the world. Look at Speed. Look at Mr. Beast.
Right.
They're streamers. Okay, yeah, Mr. Beast. But I'm saying that, bro, technically, yes, of course, they make more than boxers, like the average boxer. But I'm saying if you're the top boxer, you're definitely making more than a YouTuber, definitely, right? Unless you're one of the big YouTubers, but you can't compare them. And you're comparing Speed. Yes, he still uploads on YouTube. He streams on YouTube. You get what I'm trying to say? So technically, you can't say he's a YouTuber, but he's a streamer. Streamer, can you call him a YouTuber? Maybe if he's streaming on it, but streamers definitely, yeah, they do make a lot of money, especially the top ones, XQC and all of them. I've seen, like, I don't know if it's true or not, but probably they're making hundreds and hundreds of millions a year, bro. And what they're doing, they're sitting at their desk like this, what I'm doing right now. I'm recording, bro. They ain't got to step out of the house. So yeah, let's carry on.
Ask all these, parents and old people over here who their kids want to meet. It's fucking YouTubers. We are the new modern day A-list celebrities. So I don't take it as an insult by any means.
Right. Some people are saying this just like a holiday bonus for AJ because he has bigger plans in 2026. Do you think that that's a mistake looking past you? Or does that motivate you?
I don't think he's looking past me. I think his fans and the boxing community is looking past me and some of the other people that are trying to do fights with him next year. But it's a massive, massive mistake. And I get why on paper people would look at this fight and say, oh my God, Jake's going to die. He's dead, 1 round, etc.
Yep.
But that's what I'm here to do. That's why I love it. Like, I have the world cornered. I have him exactly where I want. I have the boxing community exactly where I want. And when I beat him next Friday, it's the gonna be me, the one that's fucking laughing.
Think about that.
Yep.
When you watch Jake Paul, what do you see as far as a boxer's concerned? And do you think that you're in any danger whatsoever?
I see someone who is trying to perfect his skills, someone who is trying to perfect his boxing skills. So in boxing, you have fighters that box at long distance, mid distance, short range, some fighters that brawl, some fighters that walk forward like Pitbull, that come forward with their hands up. Jake's trying to become a boxer, and I respect it. I think that's probably one of the hardest styles to perfect.
Right.
Hit, be slick, not get hit, look for that knockout punch. And he's taking the hard road doing it that way because most people will go into a gym and just try fight. But Jake's taking that road to try and be a good boxer, and I respect it. Now he's gonna come up against someone who took that road as well when I first went in the gym, tried to perfect my boxing skills, and still standing on that today.
Right.
So I'm maybe 17, 18 years as a fighter now.
Told you,
trying
20
to perfect
years.
my boxing skills, so he's gonna come against someone who's been doing exactly what he's doing for a lot longer.
Right. AJ, do you think Jake is on your level whatsoever?
No. No.
No, okay.
Respectfully. Because it's clear. If I say yes, I'm gonna be lying.
You can't say yes also, bro. He just started. You've been in the game for this long, a professional for so long. If he says yes, it's disrespecting himself. He's right. He can't say yes.
Myself, and I can't lie to myself. It's not that he can't compete,
Right.
but when you talk about, for example, music, how many albums I've put out, how many mixtapes I've put out, he just hasn't got the body of work I've got in boxing.
Got you. You said AJ was always on your list. Why do you seem so confident about him? I know you talked about a little bit about it earlier, but why him?
Yeah, look, I see. Obviously, he's an amazing fighter, but styles make fights, and I think simply the way that our styles match up, and what I know I can do to him, and the shots that I know I can land on him, I know that I'm gonna be able to go in there and shock the world, and that.
Oh, that fighter came into my head. The one I was talking about that Jake Paul put him to sleep. It's Tyron Woodley. You get me? He had 2 fights with him, bro. One of the fights, he completely fell asleep, bro. People were saying it's staged. Because obviously, even before that, like, I think he was gifting him Rolexes and stuff. Jake Paul. So people were like, yo, you're literally paying him to get knocked out by you. Or he just mind games, gifting opponent something. You know what I mean? It could be mind games, and maybe that's why he won.
Why I called him up and made this fight happen, because I believe in myself and believe in my style matching up with his.
AJ, we seen Jake sparring some really, really big dudes in preparation for this fight.
Yep.
How would that differ from when you fight him on Fight Night on Netflix this Friday, December 19th?
It won't be much different. I think he done well bringing in the right sparring partners. It shows his intent, his focus, his team, what they're trying to do, and getting ready for people that come close and throw hooks, and like Sanchez, someone like a Coley who boxes at distance, Anderson who's awkward, and maybe other people that we haven't even seen. But I think it'll be good preparation for the real thing on Friday.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I didn't know if you respected his sparring partners or not.
Yeah, they're good.
They all right?
They're good,
They get
yeah.
money. Okay, cool. Jake, you was well into training for Tank before this fight got canceled. Was it much different for training for him, or did you carry some of that training into the fight for him?
No, it was definitely different. I essentially just flipped roles. But what was unique about it is me being able to use the tricks that the little guys were doing to me against the bigger guys in sparring. And so it was really a 180, but I was able to use some of the things that they were doing against me. But really just had to start doing some more strength workouts and get some weight back up just with eating. But the way I see this sport is a quick audible, and, you know, quarterbacks in the NFL face different teams every single week, and they have to adjust to different defenses, and boxing is no different.
When y'all faced off for the first time at the announcement, your demeanor seemed to change. And you looked up at him, and then you were looking face to chest. Did you realize for the first time how big he was? Pause.
No. I mean, I know he's a big guy.
Pause.
Pause that too.
Look,
Grown men, you know.
looking into his chest.
Grown man, you know, like 35 years old, pause. What has this life come to, man?
For the cameras, right? Just to show the size difference. And
Okay.
That's the photo that went viral. So
Cool. You think he's scared?
No?
No?
I know he thinks about it. But maybe that's just more from a point of view of, I want to do well. But I don't think he's scared, though.
All right. What you think? You think he's scared?
no,
Okay.
no, but you know, there's a little bit of obviously anticipation for any fight. It's no different. You're always gonna have those slight little nerves, but I find that in the bigger moments, I actually become more calm, which I don't know what it is, but just thinking through it and manifesting this victory, I know God's on my side, Jesus is on my side, and I can walk into the ring with no fear because I have faith in God putting me into this moment for a reason.
You see with Jake, what I learned about Jake is, so when you look at the physicality stuff, and as you said, he's looking at my chest, I think Jake is someone where I got to beat him mentally because he's a mental person. This is my observation. A lot of what Jake's preparation is based around is not only the physical aspects of training, but the way he thinks, meditation, breath work. And if I can break his soul and I can break his mentality, then I've broken Jake. So This is why it's going to be an interesting fight, because I just don't look at it from a physical standpoint. I know the person that's in front of me, and I know that I got to break it. That's what I said, I got to take his soul. It's not just physical, I got to take your soul in the ring.
Only person that can do that is God.
I knew he was going to say that.
Is he fucking with your brain?
No, I don't know. That's what I was gonna ask. Is how do you plan on doing that? Like when is it gonna start?
Because everything.
I mean, obviously in the fights different.
Yeah.
You know, but
Yeah.
I mean, when are you gonna start taking it?
I've just seen in fights when I can see someone's, let's call it energy, frequency leaving their body. And that's what my goal is to do the same to you. You have that instinct. You can see it. When you're fighting, you can just see a small glimmer of someone that's just about to start fading. And then you just keep exploiting that until some people give up. Some people get knocked out. We'll figure it out. But as I said, for me, it's not just going in there and being dominating physically. I want to break him down spiritually and mentally.
That's some deep boxing shit you just broke down.
Yeah.
Now.
Yeah, except that it's funny because
this host is better funny, man.
Pressure's on you, and like when I win the first round and the second round, and I think it's gonna be you that starts to crumble because
It's better than all them other hosts, you know, the boring ones that just let people talk. Like, he's funny at the same time. He's letting them talk. You know what I mean? He's giving good questions.
all the pressure's on you. I'm fighting free. The weight, there's no weight on my shoulder. I don't have to do anything. I don't have to prove anything. You have so much to prove. The whole boxing world's like, oh, here's 2 rounds or AJ sucks. The pressure's on you, brother. I'm free. Like I already took over this whole game, did everything I want. I'm playing on house money, so I think it's gonna be you that starts to be like, oh fuck it, one round, two round, 3 round, and then
I live up to the expectation of what people have.
I believe you're ready, yeah, but I'm just thinking like once
the
the crowd is like, oh boo boo.
You think he's gonna get booed?
I think so.
Bring it on.
Okay.
Bring it on. Whatever it is, I'm there to fight. I'm not there for the crowd. It's just me and you. Your team, it's only Jake Paul's name that gets mentioned, not your coaches. None of my coaches, just me. So I'm not worried about my dad there, my mom there, my cousin, my auntie, my uncle. Oh, they can all stay at home. I'm there to work. That's just my mentality. I'm there to work.
Now look, hold on real quick, AJ. So a lot of critics believe, you know, your loss to Dubois, that your chin is suspect. Are you scared of getting knocked out?
No, you know, I was watching that.
How did I forget that, bro? How did I forget that? He faced Dubois recently. And, yeah, he actually lost, right? I think it was his second fight against Dubois. I'm pretty sure it was his second one, but he lost. I was actually watching that live. I don't know how I literally forgot. You get me? Actually, wait. Am I bugging? I'm bugging, right? Anthony. I think it was Tyson that fought Dubois. No, Usyk. It was Usyk that fought Dubois. This and Joshua had fought him before this. Yes, Dubois. Yes, it happened. It was just once. And he actually got knocked out, I'm pretty sure, by Daniel Dubois. And then what happened was Daniel Dubois faced Tyson Fury, right? Recently. Not Tyson Fury, Usyk. I keep getting mixed up. Usyk versus Dubois. Hello, brother. You outside, yeah?
Hello?
You outside, yeah?
Yeah,
I'm coming. Yeah, cash. That was my food, guys. My takeaway. So yeah, they had 2 fights, Usyk. One, it was very close, but I still think Usyk won on points. And then the second one, then Usyk, I think, yeah, he did. He knocked him out. He basically it got stopped. They threw in the towel. So yeah, guys, keep watching this. I'm just literally gonna run down, get my food, and come back.
The Ngannou interview, and they're saying the same thing. Different fighters, Ngannou and Jake, but same question.
Right.
You got a chance to test it, and I'm gonna test his as well.
Okay. Do you think you're gonna knock him out?
I know it. Yeah, it's already written
Where?
in the history books, brother. It's destiny.
In yours, not mine.
No, it is.
Not
You'll
mine.
see. I don't need to go into detail, brother.
That doesn't
but
cross my mind.
It's already written.
It doesn't cross my
I'm
mind.
certain
at
of
all.
it.
It doesn't cross
I'm
my
certain
mind.
of
at
it.
all.
There's only one God, and God wrote it, so
It doesn't cross my mind.
it's in your book too, whether you like it or not.
We'll see.
The
We'll
final
see.
chapter.
We'll see.
So you're saying after you beat him, you think that's his final chapter?
It's the start of it.
Okay.
I don't know how the book ends, but it's the last chapter for sure. Maybe a couple more
Judgment Day.
fights.
Yeah, Judgment Day.
Judgment Day.
Well, let me ask you this, right? I also seen, there was an interview, and in the beginning of the interview, if AJ loses, we both gonna retire. But before the interview was over, he's like, but if AJ loses, he should retire. I'm not gonna retire. I took that as, yo, anything can happen. Do you think people like, of course that's your promoter, have a small glimpse of thinking that he even has the slightest chance of knocking you out?
I think you gotta tune in live on Netflix.
Okay.
Friday the 19th. You gotta tune in to see. I can't let that enter my mentality, my psyche, my thought process. It doesn't even cross my mind that could ever happen. Not him, anyone. It's just the way my mind thinks.
Now, Jake, look, we know you was in Call of Duty, Black Ops 7 trailer this year. Now, when you going for that sniper shot
Sorry, guys.
on AJ's chin, is that tactical timing or just pure instinct, or everything all in one?
Luckily, I didn't miss nothing.
Yeah, it's everything all in one. You obviously have to set up the knockout shot, the sniper shot. I did that in laser tag against him, so now I'm about to do it in the boxing ring. But it's intuition, setting him up, and just being ready to fucking commit to the shot.
Sorry, guys, about that. I don't know if you could hear me. Very unprofessional of me, but I couldn't let the driver wait outside. You know what I mean? Whew, I'm out of breath.
You didn't do that in laser tag. I smoked him in laser tag.
Bro, I literally beat your ass.
Cap.
Bro.
Cap.
Bro, you have no idea
Yeah.
how many times I got you out. I was camping at the top. You didn't even know I was getting you
I
out.
see you.
I was camping up
I
top,
see
bro.
you. Don't worry.
Real sniper shit.
Real sniper shit.
Listen, let's put boxing aside, right?
Yes.
How do you feel Jake, or what Jake has done for the sport of boxing, for young boxers and women as well?
So what Jake has done for the sport, not much. Because the sport is the sport.
Okay,
Fighters like Jake and myself are gonna come and go.
okay.
There's been great fighters, Muhammad Ali's of the world, Jack Johnson's, the list goes on, Mike Tyson's of the world. So what we do for the sport, we kind of put ourselves on a pedestal. Kids, I think he's inspired a lot of kids. So it's like a thing where parents are now taking their kids to boxing gyms. So for grassroots boxing gyms that were struggling to pay bills are now full because of people like Jake Paul, because of his YouTube audience that are now looking at what he was doing on YouTube and saying, wow, you know, he can box as well. I want to box as well.
Right.
And for women's boxing, he's done amazing because, you know, it's women's rights to stand up and fight for equal right. And Jake's a pioneer of that. So he's done well on those two fronts, but I can't say he's changed boxing because boxing's always been big.
What do you feel about that comment? Do you agree with it?
Which part of it?
Well, he says basically for women's boxers, you've been great, but for the sport of boxing, you really haven't done anything.
I mean, I would say, I just look at the facts. You know, I had the biggest fight in the world and brought boxing to Netflix, the biggest streaming platform in the world. So, I mean, he's entitled to his opinion, but
Now, obviously, Jake, right? He's obviously going to be biased. He's like, look how much I've done for the sport in 5 years. But boxing was always big, like Joshua said. When the Muhammad Ali was way before this guy's time, bear in mind, yeah? Them times, you get me, like, he was also promoting, like being of colour, stuff like this, you know? So, yeah, Jake has brought it back, but he hasn't changed it in a mad factor. It's always big, bro. Bare people watching. You've seen clips from decades ago. Boxing full of crowd. You know what I'm trying to say? The stadium's full. It's proper professional since time, bro. So yeah, maybe he has obviously put way more eyes on it, especially for children. And back in the days, probably children wasn't more into it like they are now. But adults have always, you get me trying to say, like, from teenagers to adults, they've always been packed. But yeah, also a good point from Joshua. It was dying out, like the boxing gyms. You know what I mean? Now, because health is so important, so many people are promoting like healthy lifestyle, gyms, boxing, stuff like this. Now, yes, he's right, bro. Like a lot of boxing gyms have come back to life. You know what I mean? Because of Jake.
I would just look at the numbers and where we are today.
That's that. Listen, you got some of the best female boxers on the planet. In this co-main event, what makes Alicia special?
Yeah, she just has that fire in her. She's got insane skills all across the board, offense, defense, power in both hands, and she's got the mentality to, be one of the best top pound for pound female fighters ever. So she's just different.
What do you think about these ladies going 3-minute rounds as opposed to 2?
It's wild. Three minutes, 12 rounds. Like, it's just so cool to be able to support that. And obviously on Netflix as the co-main event. But that's how it should be, right? Like, there's going to be more knockouts with the extra time. It's more exciting. And I believe that women should have the equal right to fight the same length as men.
Jake, who do you have in the co-main event?
I think Alicia will stop her in less than 8 rounds.
Are you saying that because that's your fighter?
No, I just know what she's...
Putting women boxing on Netflix is a big achievement. I can't lie, you should be proud of that one. You get me? Making, like, letting women uplift themselves. He's putting them on the same minute rounds as men. Showing that, you get me, what men can do, women can do too. And you get me? And a lot of people obviously will support Jake because of that, bro. Say yes, he actually changed the fact. Literally women's sport, you know what I mean? It wasn't that popular until Jake Paul took it under his wing. He signed all these women boxers, the top ones, and he puts them on his show, bro. It's crazy.
Love, I know how hard she's been working for this moment, and I believe that she's gonna do something special on that night.
AJ, what about you? Predictions on the co-main event?
So I don't know too much about the opponent, but I know Alicia. I think she's an amazing talent.
Okay.
I know Derek James, so I know he's going to prepare her well. So I don't know if it's going to be a knockout, but I'm going for an Alicia win.
Now let's get back to this. What's your relationship going to be with Jake Paul after this fight is over, though?
Cool. Like, I don't dislike Jake Paul. I'm just a competitor, and we could talk about the fight, what he learned, what I learned. And as I said, and I stand on it, I think there's room for us to do some good business because we're crossing over from USA to the UK.
Okay.
We're here to take over, not take part. And I think he's doing some good things in business. First and foremost, I'm a fighter, but we understand that career can never go on for forever. So if I look at life after boxing, someone like him, we could definitely break some bread.
All right. Prediction for the fight this Friday, live globally on Netflix.
Yeah.
What's your prediction?
You're going to be looking for the right, and I'm going to hit him with the left. That's what you're going to be looking for, the right. That's what they're training for the right hand. I'm going to be hitting him with the left.
Does this go longer than 1 round?
It's a great question. It's a great question. Only God knows.
What's your prediction?
I'm going to knock him out 5th or 6th round.
5th or 6th round. There we have it, everybody.
Jake Paul's too funny as well, man.
Jake Paul, Anthony Joshua, this Friday, December 19th, only on Netflix.
Let's go.
But listen, we're not done. Bedoya is the 4-fight win streak.
Anyway, guys, that was the face-off. I thought it was going to be 40 minutes, but obviously I think they're doing another one with the girl co-main event. I'd love to watch it, but I've got my food here. I don't know anything about the two girls. I'm gonna be so real with you, but it's always the girls are the most entertaining fight of the show, especially on that Mike Tyson one. That other fight, the co-main event was mad. But guys, it's been your boy PB24s. that was the face-off between Anthony Joshua and Jake Paul. Make sure to tune in on Netflix on Friday, right? You can watch all the undercards and come up until the main event, which will be Joshua and Jake. And then the day after that, pay-per-view on DAZN is Andrew Tate and Chase Demore. Tune into that too. That's going to be a fiery weekend. Enjoy it with your families, because that's what it's all about, bro. No real beef. You know, shake hands afterwards, but it's always good to have some kind of beef there because it makes it more entertaining. But what ruins it is afterwards when they have even like they leave the ring with beef. You know what I mean? They don't respect themselves. Then yeah, that's the sad bit. But anyways, it's been your boy PP24s this weekend. Mad thing. Make sure to tune in. And yeah, see ya.